Good afternoon. Good day to you. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. I got something to tell you I don't think they want you to know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. It's your boy, best-selling author Mickey Dee. Got some good news for you today. It's a great day. It's nice and sunny. I'm going to spend the day with my granddaughter. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for joining me on the Scoop today. As you know, I bring you unusual situations. We talk about marijuana. We talk about marijuana stocks. We talk about uranium. We talk about what's next. And I have something great I want to tell you about today, and I want to tell you about a particular company. Bear with me for a minute, though. Let me do the preliminaries. As you know, I'm an author. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. This is not to be misconstrued as financial advisor or financial information or anything like that. I tell you, and you and your family act on it and do what you see, please. I write books. Books like The African Marijuana Gold Mine, which is out there right now. There's some great things happening in Africa right now. Canopy can tell you about it. Supreme Cannabis can tell you about it. There's studies going on right now. The study of stroke. There's many things going. You have to read it. You know, the African American Gold Mine, Rich Mineral Soil Meets Wall Street. It's out there. It's a great book for you in your library. You can get the audiobook, the paperback book, or the ebook at Amazon.com. Just type in Mickey D and it'll all come up for you. Make money online with cannabis stocks. I have a basic strategy in here that if you learn it, you can apply it to any market, to any stock, and it will benefit you for the rest of your life. I have over 40 stocks now that are in here that you will take a look at, and I have some of those little stocks, those penny stocks. I have there's a study. You'll see. Investing in medical and recreational cannabis, buy in before, during, or after legalization. As you know, legalization is on its way in America. We will be having changes here soon in America, where I live, where I reside. Promising medical and marijuana CBD treatments. As you know, the first drug was approved. CBD drug was approved by the FDA. There are more on the way right now. There are companies with pipelines. You need to take a look at that book and have it for your library so you have a heads up. You're ahead. You're doing forward thinking. You're ahead of the regular individual investor out there. The largest indoor and outdoor marijuana farms in the world is out there. Once again, it's getting ahead. You're going to be in countries. You're going to know what's going on in these areas. You're going to know, what type of what they can grow in the wild, what they can grow here, what they can grow in this country, what they can grow in that country, depending on their weather, what they're specializing in right now. That type of stuff is right there for you. And Amazon.com, if you don't get it for a friend, get it for a family member that's interested in investing, because this is a long game. And right now we're only in, if you want to use the baseball analogy, we're only in the second, going into the bottom of the second inning right now. This game is going to be long, and it's just like, it reminds me of the internet. So, the internet's going to go, it's going to decimate communities. People aren't going to be able to, the internet is still here, and it's going to be here for a very, very long time. Today, though, I wanted to discuss with you these spinoffs. Some of these have been promised by some companies, some marijuana companies, and they've done a little bit of getting it out there, and it's an area that I've personally benefited from, and I love spinoffs. You know, in the words of one Warren Buffett, it's not a rumor or it's not inside information, but publicly announced activities. And it's been proven before that spinoffs outperform the market. So MJ spinoffs, marijuana spinoffs, are great. I have a couple. I've done a couple that have spin off. I had one that's had numbers for a long time. Now I have a a company there that's trading roughly about 20 cents or so, 25 cents or so. But remember, this is like 300, 400 free shares. So I'll take it. And if the company expands and does something, that'll be great. I have another one. It's like about 20 cents. And once again, these are like almost like special dividends or like special type special type things that they give to these companies and stuff. Companies give to their shareholders. And it's really great. The company may be expanding. They may have a division that is really excelling. They may want to do something. They may have some bickering. Think of CBS and Viacom. CBS they had a long history of. Think of McDonald's and Chipotle. Chipotle, is a great company now. Chipotle, just think if you got free shares, a few hundred shares of Chipotle free from McDonald's because of a spinoff, Chipotle's stock is way up there right now. Look at eBay and PayPal. PayPal stock is up there right now. Look at Altria and Philip Morris. Look at that. Philip Morris is up there. Look, one I personally participated in because of I had a teacher, an instructor, an old professor, call me and say, "Hey, Mick, take a look at this." And I hadn't owned any Yum at the time, but Yum was doing a spinoff of Yum China. I said, "Oh, China's going to be big, and they're starting to like chicken and Pizza Hut and Taco Bell and all that stuff going to China." It turned out to be a big Yum China now is about $35 a share. So a lot of times you can get two companies in one, or sometimes three companies for the price of one if you hang in there and you're patient. So they can be very, very attractive for an investor like yourself or myself. It could be very, very attractive. I want to tell you about a company though. I just today, I looked at the news from one of my companies that they were supposed to do the spinoff today, and they didn't do it today. They actually, let me just read the headline for you. The company's name is CellCube. Now, they're in the energy storage business. CellCube to file financials next week and extends record date for spinout. So they're going to spin out a company. They're you're going to hear a lot about energy redux flow batteries that last like 20 years, and they're better than these lithium batteries and all that. So redux, they use a vanadium, a metal called vanadium that's really, really scarce. And that some of these uranium farms also, uranium mines also do vanadium. There's a couple of them in America that do vanadium, and they also do uranium. But this particular company I own, as I'm telling you about it, this particular company, they've been delaying their earnings, and they've been delaying their updates to. So next week they're going to give an update to the shareholders, or they're going to do the spinoff, or they're going to let us know their their quarterly and their annual earnings, and we'll see. Like the company it's a 20-cent stock. So it's not like they're going to have massive earnings or anything. But what I'm more concerned about is what they're giving away in their spinoff. I think that's important. We know that sooner or later these redux batteries, that these redox flow batteries that last over 20 years, bigger, longer life, and all that other stuff. We know sooner or later they're going to do well, and that's not the issue with this company. What's the issue is, and once you read through that press release, they tell you to go to another press release, which was dated June 28th. And I want to read a little bit of it to you. CellCube Energy Storage, let me give you the symbol. It's on the CSE in Canada, it's CUBE. On the over-the-counter in America, it's CECBF. On the Frankfurt in Europe, it is, let me get that symbol for you. It is WKN on the Frankfurt. So what the company has said is they intend to spin out 100% owned vanadium project, and that project is located in Nevada. And they're going to be newly forming a company called Vanadium 23 Corp. Vanadium 23 will be the name of the new company, because vanadium prices have increased because of what's going on over in China. You know, China has rebar. They have to put vanadium. They have to put as much as 30% more vanadium inside their steel, and they want to make their steel buildings stronger because of the earthquake or so. They, things fall apart and stuff, and they're not like ours. We suffered, unfortunately, an earthquake today in Alaska, but they want their stuff to be strong like America and like Europe and all. So vanadium has gone from it's saying here in June it was only $17 a pound. Well, now it's up to $32 a pound or so, $31 a pound. So it's over 30. But these companies can make a lot of money on $7, $8, $9, $10 vanadium, and it's over 30. So upon completion of the spin out, the company intends to issue 1 share of vanadium 23 for every 2 shares of CellCube held by CellCube shareholders of record. So what they're doing is they're giving people an additional month. It was supposed to end today, and it's going to be up until like January 4th or so. You have to verify that. I think it was January 4th was the date that that's going to go into effect. So you have like about a month or so to if you want to participate in that, you have about a month or so to take a look at it. But that particular property, it'll be a publicly listed property. They're trying to advance to production here in Nevada. It's probably going to be put on this government fast track of those metals and of those minerals and what have you that we're short on. They'll retain, which is CellCube, they'll retain 19.9% ownership, as well as certain rights to a small smelter royalty. In other words, it's going to be a royalty thing for them. They'll get a little bit of it also. So it's a pure play on vanadium. So you're getting a company that is in the energy storage space, which is a hot space right now, along with a vanadium company. So you're getting a 2-in-1 right there of up and coming projects, which is something that you may consider, and it's kind of like a little unusual opportunity. And that opportunity will be similar to some of the cannabis opportunities, the marijuana opportunities that we're going to have here shortly, because several companies have announced that they're going to be doing spin-offs, and we got to hold them to the fire. Some companies, if you live in America, you're not allowed to get shares of certain companies. I think some Australian companies are, I think it was Aurora spin off a company this year. I've owned them for a long time, but they spin off a company, and I didn't receive the shares of the company, but I received a cash into my account. I received like $600 or something into my account, and I didn't receive the shares, but that's fine. I'll receive 200, 300, 400 shares of a company that is in a new company, and it's a lot of these companies are in up and coming areas, like marijuana, like vanadium, like uranium, and that's great with me. Like I said, it was great when Yum did their thing, Yum China. So, free shares, that's great. But I just wanted to throw that to you. Once again, it's for educational entertainment purposes only. Take that information. That'll be part of my new book series next year. And I hope to be wrapping that up here in the next few months as I do my research now. With that said, you have a great holiday season. I'll be spending today, like I said, with my granddaughter, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And you take care. And if you know anybody that's interested in marijuana, please turn them on to the books, educate them, and their marijuana career will go a lot further. Take care. God bless you. Love you.